Hello guys, this is Vinit from Edge-Forex. Today is the 21st of August 2024 and I want to talk a bit about dollar index, gold, S&P 500 and how all kind of I see fitting together as a theme for the next few weeks to next few months going into the US elections. So right now you're looking at a daily chart of DXY dollar index, and let me draw a horizontal line here to see, because what's happening is dollar has been trading within a range for the last 20 months or so. So from beginning of 2023 till date, so about 20 months, it's been in that range where it's just oscillating back and forth. So let me just draw this path here. Here, up, down, up, down. So now, is it going to hit that bottom rail? I don't think so. Because why I say that? Look at the sentiment. Look at the RSI. The momentum is sitting at around 25, 26 right now. That is getting to that puke moment that I keep talking about. And I don't think dollar index is going to go much below where it's at right now. It's bottoming right now. Is there another impulse leg down? Quite possible. For it to hit that like really puke moment where everybody is panicking and there is panic set in the market. People, they're just closing their accounts. They're just getting margin calls. That moment can happen. Doesn't have to happen for it to do a reversal because it's already sitting at an extremely oversold position right now. So that said, I think we are a lot closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Right now, we are a lot closer. So if I zoom out, let me zoom out here. So what we are looking, let me remove all the drawings so to make it clearer. So if you look at, say, from left to right, the dollar index is actually going higher. This is going back 14 years. So 14 years ago, dollar index was sitting at around 70, 72. Now it's at 101, and its peak was 114, 115. So it's a lot closer to top, and I think it will break that 115. And I don't see that happening. I do see that happening like in a few short months from now. So that said, I think we are a lot closer to the bottom, and there may be another impulse leg lower, not more than 100 pips, and then we should see a rebound, and it should be rather significant. So let's look at gold now. Remember, guys, dollar has been range bound for the last 20 months. But that's not the case with gold. So even though gold and dollar, they kind of move opposite to each other. So if gold is going higher, dollar usually goes lower. But for the last 20 months, gold's been ripping higher. For example, let's go November 23 here. So gold has moved from 1700 to 2500. That's 30% move, 30+% move. In actually more like 30% move, 35% move in that 20 months period, and the dollar is moving sideways. So what that tells me is, if you look at it the other way, that the dollar is getting a lot weaker than compared to gold. Earlier, what used to happen was gold was getting stronger against all the other currencies, but now gold is getting stronger against US dollar. So as of now, gold has broken out in every single currency. So let's look at gold in Canadian dollar terms. Look, guys, beautiful chart. It's as bullish a chart as it can be. Let's look at gold and euro. XAU, EUR. Again, beautiful looking chart. Really strong. So that said, gold, just because dollar may be getting higher doesn't mean gold has to go down. Gold can go sideways or higher along with dollar also rebounding. So what that's going to do is now gold is going to do a lot better against other currencies other than the dollar. And I was telling you guys, let me go back to XAU USD. The gold is coming out of a consolidation that lasted over a decade and a half almost. So it's not going to stop at a 20% gain. So anybody who thinks gold stopped and is going down 20, 30, 40%, is living in a fool's paradise. Is gold due for a correction? Yes, 100% is due for a correction. It may go high, a little higher when the dollar actually turns around, but then it's going to turn right back up, and it's going to 3,000 and a lot higher after that. But to say that this is the top in gold and is going down to 2,000, 2,100, I don't think so, guys. I don't see that happening. I've seen a lot of bull markets, and bull markets, they have, I keep repeating myself, they have a way of climbing a wall of worry, and that is exactly what gold is doing. And I expect it to do so. At the short term, yes, we may have a little pullback. We may get up to say 2550, even 2575, 2600, and then we may pull back to say 2400, and then go to have that moonshot. So that all that is possible as soon as when the dollar turns around. So it's possible. Is that, and even if it is probable, is within the realm of possibilities. But to say gold is done here, no, guys, it's not done here. Let me give you my thoughts of when I think gold will be done with this up leg. Is when everybody on financial media is talking about gold. Right now, do you guys hear anything about gold on TV? Nothing. You will know that gold has topped out when you hear ads on radio, sell your gold, we will buy gold, all those kind of ads. You will know the gold has topped out when you see full page ads in magazine and in newspapers trying to sell you gold. So, and everybody and their uncle, including Uber drivers, are actually talking about gold. That is when you know gold has topped out. Right now, gold is in a very stealth breakout mode where nobody's talking about gold. Why? Because the big guys, the institutions, the central banks, they are buying or doing all the buying. They're buying the gold. The speculators and the retail investor has not come into the gold market yet. And these are the guys who come in the gold market the last. That's exactly what happened in 2011 when gold topped out the last time before it went into this decade or 13, 14-year-old 14-year long, consolidation, is when all these guys, everybody on CNBC was talking about gold. Everybody on any financial media was talking about gold. And there was a constant gold price update flashing on these financial media televisions channels. So it is very, very clear that's when gold tops out, and none of that is happening right now. Everybody is cautious. Everybody is saying, hey, gold's about to turn around. Nobody is talking about gold. Even now, this sentiment on gold in the public, in the marketplace, in the financial news, financial media is very negative. Everybody is still keeping tabs on a daily basis on Bitcoin, on cryptocurrencies, on Nvidia, on the S&P 500. No one is talking about gold when it's making all-time highs on a regular basis. So when everybody is talking about gold, that is time for you to get out if you're in the trade. And that is a long, long, long ways off. And that is, there's so much more money to be made in the gold market. In the short term, anything can happen. It can go down $100, $200. I'm not worried at all. We'll be adding to our positions. So that said, let's look at what S&P is doing. S&P futures. Okay, here we are. So now, if you look at S&P, is getting to its all-time high, but look at RSI. It's about to have a huge divergence. So if it reaches its previous high, let's zoom in, which is what, 2% away from here. So if it reaches that previous high within, say, next 2-3 days, then we know that it's going to have a huge, huge, huge divergence, and we know that's the time to go short. That's the time to sell the market. So I think that's all for now, and I will come back in another video about silver because that's another very interesting market, and there's another trade that's actually setting up. So till then, you guys have a good day. Let's make lots of pips.